Welcome to Good Mythical More. You can find some crazy stuff on Zillow, some homes being shown. But can you look at those listings and then associate them with the state that they're located in? We can.
Only one way to find out. But first, let's tell a 10-word story. And remember, it doesn't have to be exactly 10. It's just when it's done. We don't overthink it.
Like fertilizers.
Often.
Fertilize.
Rotational.
Crops.
Because
Rotational.
crops.
Like.
Fertilizer.
See, that's a good one. That's a good one. Wasn't it? It's more of a statement. Why are you happy with that? Because you're usually not happy.
No, I'm very happy. That might be one of the best ones ever.
Oh.
Fertilizer.
It came full circle.
Fertilizer often fertilizes rotational crops because rotational crops love fertilizer.
It's
called a circle of life kind of thing.
Yeah, or a rotation. It was like one rotation.
Yeah.
If you were to win a gnome, I wonder what it would have looked like.
Oh, nothing. Just somebody throwing some. Just a gnome.
That's you, man. Just making it rain.
And look, my shirt matches.
Oh, wow.
They knew what I was going to be wearing. That's the interesting thing. Sometimes they give me a call, and as you can see, they assumed that I would win this game. Because they were like, what?
Well, I don't get to see your butt cheeks.
What are you wearing today? And I said, I'm wearing a red shirt. And they were like, okay.
Khaki shorts?
Come back. Yeah. See?
But you don't get to win that. I get to win that. Because this makes sense. You know?
I don't think my gnome is happy to see your gnome.
This is a story.
Pull his pants down.
Yeah. Oh, he looks pretty happy. He looks like he's ready for it.
Okay.
What are we doing?
I'm going to show you a house. It's going to be interesting. And then you're going to guess what state it's from. Do you do a lot of Zillow?
He does.
Zillowing?
You do that.
Yeah. I like the Zillow.
Rhett likes to drive around. When we're in new places, he likes to drive around their neighborhoods. So he's probably going to be good at this.
Well,
and I usually take a nap in the passenger seat.
And what I really like, and this is kind of a version of this.
Yeah.
Is you've seen the tip toppers who they'll look at like a street view from somewhere in the world and they can guess where they're at. Like that's a genre of of internet. It's absolutely crazy. It'll just be like a dirt road and some trees, and the guy will be like, and then they'll get to the right continent and then the right country and then like the right spot in a country. And it won't be like
based on
in America.
What? Foliage?
It's based on having done this so often, they know like the color of the dirt and the foliage and the combination of things, and they can be like, this is in Zimbabwe.
Wonder what they do for a living, like their day job. Like what gives you that skill set?
I think it's. I don't know. I think it's just people who look at
bored.
A lot of streets views. First one.
This is a basement-only house. It was listed on Zillow back in 2022. Remember that one? For $35,000.
You know what I think happened here? I think the story is that, and this is going to help me locate this. This is in the tornado belt. Somebody lost their house, and then they spent the insurance money on, I guess, green furniture for the basement, and on just like putting a roof where the first floor used to be.
This is not. This
is Kansas.
So I was going to say Kansas is a great guess because the tornado thing, it seems to be flat and it's all hardwood trees. There's no pines. I think I'm going to go with you on this one. Kansas is the guess.
Great guess. Great logic. In fact, it is Deer Creek, Illinois.
Hey, so
they can have tornadoes.
Same reason.
What's the story though?
It sold for $32,000, and in an interview for local news, the realtor said, "It's a nice lot. It's on a corner, and it's a large lot. It's beautiful. So, it's just, and it's different. People like to have things that are different."
Not much of an explanation.
People like basements. People love basements. It's got a great basement.
Look at how the doorway
comes up. So you can walk into your house versus crawl into your house.
Right.
You can still walk into it.
I mean, they could have dug it out, and then you would have gone down and then in.
I think more houses should be like this because I would imagine that
It
the
had
heating
to-
and cooling is probably really efficient.
What I said has to be true, though. This used to be a house. I don't know if it was demolished, whatever, if it was tornado, whatever it was, right?
I mean, I think that makes a lot of sense.
I agree. But all I have is the quote that I read to you, which I'm happy to do again.
People
or
like things that are what?
Different.
different.
It's different.
Different.
People like things that are different.
Yep. Okay.
This also has to do with a basement-ish, this next house.
oh, good Lord,
Except
that's
for the
scary.
basement is a dungeon.
What
Okay.
in the world?
So we're dealing with again. I'm looking at the vegetation first. I see two trees. This is a place that has a hard winter. So I'm gonna go northeast. Mm-hmm. This is definitely not West Coast, right? So this is like, what's the most demented state in the Northeast where they were willing to do like a dungeon situation?
Well, it was listed for $297,000, which is also a hint. You know real estate prices these days.
Well, that means if it's listed for $297,000,
Must be on the beach, brother. A beach dungeon. And what is that? Is it spray insulation or is that actual concrete? I'm going to go with
New Hampshire.
Northern Ireland.
Is the state that you're guessing?
Yeah, I'm going international with this one.
yeah,
Okay. It is Marietta, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
What's the story here?
The history of the cave, which connects to the home's living room, isn't entirely clear. The house was built in 1900, decades after the peak years of the Underground Railroad in Lancaster County, so it's possible that the cave predates the construction of the home.
Why wouldn't you? It just feels like you would have done something with this cave other than it just being completely barren, right?
Like you wanted some like set dressing, some designer
Something.
to come
It would
in
be
and-
like if I owned this house, everybody
Yeah.
I knew would come in this basement.
I probably would buy a lot of that furniture that I see in the back of the Rolling Stone. You know, there's usually like a woman in lingerie draped over it.
What kind of furniture are you talking about?
It's like angular, mushy furniture. Typically with like,
sex furniture.
I don't know. It just looks really comfortable. But like the way you would lay on it, it's just weird to me. It's like, how would you
wanna
lay?
fill that dungeon
It's
with
like more of like, it's like, oh, here's a big rectangular wedge that you can drape yourself over in lingerie.
I think you're talking about sex furniture.
And here's one that like you can. It's like a triangle going the other way.
Yeah.
You can drape yourself over that.
You're talking about angles.
Yeah, it's like if you
It creates angles.
right. So like if you're like if your television was like mounted in the corner of your room, and you like had to like,
That's what it's for.
or if your television was mounted on the floor,
It's for strangely mounted televisions.
right, and you wanted like to get the blood from your butt to run to your head,
Yeah.
like
Butt blood.
That's what I
is
would fill this place
Butt
up
blood
with.
is the best blood for your head.
Okay, how about
Does your
this
head
one?
need more butt blood?
butt blood. Yeah.
Yeah, please move on, Stevie.
Oh, this is a freaking.
It's a church house. It was listed for $1.649 million.
I like what they've done to the inside. It's very open.
I think we're in.
This is strange.
Are we in the South? No, it's a church house. Turn a church into a house. Maybe they wouldn't go for that. They wouldn't go for that. This is a place that religion has left.
Yeah.
So this is the Northwest. This is the pagan wilds of
The Oregon.
Oregon.
Oh, no, I was saying the Oregon.
Oh, I was saying Oregon.
The Oregon is still, lower right-hand corner, is still intact and right there. And you have a neon open sign in front of it. This is not classy.
Oregon.
But it is expensive. Like,
They call that the Oregon.
I wonder if this is for sale, not for rent. This seems like a place you'd want to stay for maybe 2 nights tops. You know, as a gimmick. Maybe bring in some
I think it's
angular
pretty
furniture.
cool, man.
Well, they might be considering that next because it was listed in July and it's still up, but they lowered the
You
price.
got to Airbnb this thing.
Oh, no, it just sold. It just sold.
What? Was it you? Somebody's watching this and they just bought it.
Real time. Real time.
Barry.
Barry bought it. He put his vacuum down and bought it. Oregon. Final answer.
No, I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Mississippi,
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Ohio. Anything goes.
Yeah, right.
No one notices. That's their slogan. Anything goes because no one notices. Sorry, Ohio.
Yeah, man.
I
I didn't say it this time. We love Ohio.
All right, hit me with
Another one?
another.
Let's see.
Oh, this is scary.
It says this is a popular local haunted house, lovingly referred to as the 13 Vultures Haunted Estate, in operation since 2015, listed for $125K.
This is upstate New York.
This is a business. You know, you're buying a business, not just a house.
Yep.
Skeleton crawling on the ceiling.
We've got a
Some ghoul taking a dump in the corner.
surgeon scene, and as you can see, the nurse there has a head on a platter. That's tasteful.
Then you've got a coffin in the lower right-hand corner. It's open casket. Classy. I bet it smells weird in there.
You can imagine exactly what it smells like.
Yeah, it's one of those, like, when I go into a thrift store, I like immediately get a headache. You know, it smells like that there. I don't love the idea of
Nice yard though.
sniffing up thrift.
You know, you got horses.
Well,
Looks
you could have horses. Haunted. Bless you. See, it's the thrift smell.
Upstate New York.
Well, they do have a hard winter. We got some hardwoods.
Hadn't seen a pine tree yet.
I'm gonna go with Michigan.
Michigan's a great guess.
Bayard, Texas.
Texas.
It says the husband and wife owners
Horses.
said they are sad to be looking
Horses.
at closing their doors, but after such a long run, the time has come. I'm hoping somebody will just take it over, buy everything in here, and continue doing the haunt. And I hope they'll let me help on it. You know, I'd like to hang around and keep doing it.
Somebody will.
Could you imagine that? You're about, yeah, we're gonna buy
So
it
many
from you,
weirdos.
and we'll let you come around.
Who love Halloween. They just like, it is their thing. Those people exist, and I'm not judging them
But you call them those people.
because they're not me. They're different than me. They're separate from me.
Okay, we're going from Halloween to Christmas.
Oh,
here we
that's
go.
beautiful.
Christmas year round.
That's beautiful.
You're
There's only a few places that can have trees like that with snow on them in the United States. I mean, you got Colorado is one option. But is that too obvious?
It's supposed to be Santa's house. The sign out there was like toy shop and then stables for the reindeer, you know?
Would they do this in Montana, or is it too tasteful for Montana?
I think.
Maybe in Idaho. This might be an Idaho situation.
Yep. This is Idaho.
Idaho.
Close. The North Pole. I guess it's a like a Zillow PR stunt.
The state of the North Pole?
It's actually supposed to be Santa's home, and you can
I said that, and I
follow
still didn't get it
his
right.
Christmas Eve trek.
But
yeah.
again, it seems like a rental, not a buy. You can rent through Zillow, I guess.
Well, no, I'm just saying that this is not. I don't think it's real.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's stock imagery.
is that why
Or
over the
it's just
fireplace
a
it says
it's just
Zillow in
dress.
for the holidays?
Yeah.
Yeah, Because there's no trees like that at the North Pole.
How about a house with an indoor pool?
Love it. How about a house with nothing but an indoor pool?
It's like a Cracker Barrel in there.
That is huge.
Look at that.
It's strange.
Is that an elliptical?
What a strange arrangement.
You can imagine what it sounds like in there. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name of that indoor water park? Get your own private
Great Wolf Lodge. This is you know, sometimes you see houses where you can tell that someone came into some money and then just like bought some software where you could make a house.
Yeah, they call that new money.
Yeah, and they
new money.
And they make a house.
Don't know what to do with
on
it.
an iPad. This is a house designed on an iPad. And you have no point of reference for it until you actually get inside of it.
I'm kind of disturbed by the tarp in the lower right-hand corner. What's under that tarp? Is not something that you want to have to say out loud when buying a home. What's under that tarp?
This might be some Southern charm here. I don't know. I'm going to go with Alabama.
You know what? I'm going to stick with Ohio until I get it.
It is so odd that this would be. I don't really understand the indoor nature of this because it's in Goose Creek, South Carolina.
Oh, okay.
You want your pool to be on the outside.
This adds up. Totally adds up. You got the
Goose Creek, oh yeah.
The rustic planks, indoor pool.
Oh, it says fun feature. It has 3 kitchens.
Of course it does.
Questionable tile choice. That's linoleum going right up to the pool.
I mean,
this is South Carolina.
What are they listing it for?
This is the underbelly.
Listed for 1.15, and then it went for just under $1 million.
What's under that tarp? Oh, look to the right of it. That's an undulating slide.
Oh yeah, it's pretty nice. The more I look at it, the more I want to be there.
You want to do one more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiger house.
We have no exterior features. We have to go straight off Tiger.
So let's look at the top 2 pictures first. Full tiger wallpaper, actual stuffed tiger, but not real. To the besides some sort of a jukebox. What is that? And then in the upper right, the tiger continues into the bathroom, but then the lower right got some sort of DJ equipment, karaoke equipment.
And then we got van seats that have been taken out.
In the garage.
And we have tires. I'm going to go with Florida.
Listed for $327,000.
Florida.
This is Florida.
Close.
Oh gosh, this is Louisiana.
Gaffney, South Carolina. Back in
South
South
Carolina.
Carolina.
You should have stuck with the
Yeah.
underbelly.
Yeah.
No pool, though.
We tell y'all stuff about South Carolina.
Pool
you don't
table.
believe us.
Ayo.
If you want to get the Mythical Guess Who game, you need to join the Mythical Society as a third-degree monthly member by October 31st. MythicalSociety.com.